Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a good day. If you guys can hear me, give us a thumbs up. Okay. What you're going to need today, you're going to need a ball, a wall or a partner or somebody to serve for you. You're going to need three cones or three jumpers or just three things that you can use as sort of reference points. I've got two poles and a cone. Okay, you don't need it. Don't need it like that. Okay, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. We're going to let a few people jump in. All right, we've got a few people joining in now, which is great. Good stuff. So we've got Joe in again, Zach's in again today. Okay, let us know if you can hear me okay, and we'll get started as soon as possible. If you did yesterday's session, if you did it later on in the day, let me know what you think of the session. Superb, you can hear me, guys. Okay, I'll jump in and we'll get started. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So today, for those of you that have seen it, we're going to be doing some defending. Okay, so we've done a lot of ball mastery stuff. We've done some finishing. We've done some dribbling. We've done some passing, receiving. So had to think about it, and we're going to look at some defending type exercise. Okay, now defending doesn't always just mean without the ball. As defenders, you have to have the ball at some point as well. So we've got three sort of exercises we're going to look at today. One's going to be based around some passing and footwork. Okay, as a defender, things you might have to do. We're then going to look at some defending positions, and then we're going to look at how we can intercept. All right, and the first exercise, all three exercises, you're probably going to need a partner or a wall to be able to do them. Okay, so we'll jump in. I'll show you what the first one looks like. So if you whilst you're there and you're just waiting and I'm talking through it, you just need to set up. I've got like a small tap, okay? So that's what you need to set up, and it needs to be opposite a wall or a person. Okay, so a person can stand there, all right, and all the person will do is just feed the ball into you. So I'll show you what it looks like. So the exercise is going to start on one side. You're going to pass the ball against the wall or a person, okay? The ball's going to come back to you, and you're going to look to pass it across to the opposite side. Work your feet back, come back round, receive the ball, pass against the wall, control, and play across to the other side. So that's going to be what we do every time. Okay, to repeat. Let me know if you can. Okay, again, YouTube appears to be jumping in and out, so apologies for that. Okay, so we will. Hopefully, you can see it. Okay. Not 100% sure why it's not workacity. It's a little bit frustrating. Okay. No, it says we're back in, so we'll go with it. Okay, so just show you again what it looks like. So you're going to play from one side, pass, control, look to roll it across the other side, work your feet, come back round, receive, pass the opposite side, and continue. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do 3 sets of 30 seconds of this. Okay, so that's what we're going to be trying to do. I'm going to keep jumping backwards and forwards, just have a little look. I'll give some shout outs to anyone that's joining in, so drop your name in below. Okay, and if there's any problems, I can have a look at it as we go as well. All right, I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So play, control, work your feet back, and then forwards. Pass, control, across, work your feet forwards. Okay, so just working back and forwards. Okay, so just short steps coming forwards and playing through again. Okay, so start to build up. There you go. So pull weight of pass. Okay, so we're looking at your weight of pass, your footwork as we do this. Okay, so relax, 30 seconds. So as you've already heard me say, things that we're looking for, obviously as a defender, you still have to have the ball. We still want you having the ball as much as possible. Okay, so it might be playing out from the back, playing across to your opposite defender. Okay, so weight of pass is really important. Some foot movements that you might make as a defender. So you might be backpedaling when you're defending. Okay, see how we're going. Good stuff. Okay, I think we're all okay. So second round of 30 seconds. So play against the wall or a partner. Control, slide across, plate it, and move across the other side. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Control. Okay, work your feet quickly round. Okay. So weight of pass is really important. Control. And work your feet. Control. Work your feet back. Okay, so a couple that you see in my weight of pass, it's not spot on every time. Work your feet. And round. That was a better one. Good. Last one. And relax. Well done, guys. That's 2 sets. Okay, we're going to go 3 sets of that. Short warm up. Okay, you can do more of this. Okay, so once the video is finished later on, if you want to do some more, okay, you want to do a little bit more practicing, short steps, working your feet. Okay, you can do. If you've got a bigger space, you can do this over a bigger space as well. All right, you can see I've got poles here. You don't need to have poles. Cones are just as good. Okay, so it might be, the reason I'm using poles is just as a reference, as it's like a person, so it's just sort of in my eye line, in my way. So I have to use my arm potentially to just protect the ball and shield it as well. Okay, so it might be I'm a left-sided centre back, strikers come in, just protecting it, and I'm playing into the wall. Okay, so it's just for my ease and my benefit that I have to have those. Okay, so third set of 30 seconds. I'll count you down. Remember, weight of pass, really important. Quick feet, and that first touch is still important. Okay, you've got to have a good first touch to set you up to slide it across. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Control. You go, poor first touch. First touch. Get across quickly. Control. Get across quickly. Oh, hit the pole. Control. Slide across. Work your feet and play your pass. Control. Slide across. Good. Oh, keep the pole. You get one more in. Good, and relax. Well done, guys. Grab a drink if you need one. Okay. It's another hot day, so make sure you're taking lots of fluids. Keeping yourself hydrated as we go. Okay, so good stuff. So that's the first exercise. I'm just going to get rid of one pole. It's going to come back later on. Okay, I'm also going to get rid of the cone, just because I need a bit more space for this. So all you need now is your partner. Okay, your partner or your wall and the ball. Okay, let's get rid of both poles just so you can see it. Okay, so this is all you need. A wall or a partner, ball and yourself. Okay, so we're just going to work on some defending, the word people will call it is jockeying or okay, trying to protect the defend the ball. So that's what we're going to work on. Obviously, it's really tough to do that without another person dribbling at you. So we're going to try and replicate that. So how we're going to replicate it is you're going to play a pass against the wall or a person to a person, and they're going to play it back, and you're just going to jockey the ball until it sort of almost comes to a standstill. Just before then, you go again. So I'll show you what it looks like. So play. You're just going to jockey the ball, and then drive it. Jockey the ball. Okay. And whilst it appears a really simple basic practice, you're still working on in possession. So your passing is really important. If you play it too hard, like my second one, what happens? comes back too quickly and I can't do the jockeying. So speed of pass. So I'm just working my feet, and touch drive, jockey all the way back. Okay, so how it's going to work, we're going to do 10 goes, so 10, then we're going to rest. Okay, we're going to do 3 sets of 10. Okay, so that's what we're going to do for this one. So it's not so much a time limit, it's how many goes we can do. As we're going through, I'll sort of coach you some steps, okay, to help us in terms of the defending. Okay, right, here we go. So I'll count you down to start. So start with a pass against the wall or to a person. They can, if they roll the ball towards you, simple as that. Doesn't have to be a pass. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So jockey, good. So that's 1, 2. Oh, there you go. Come back too quickly. Good. So pass. 3. Got to do a better pass. That's 4, 5, 6. So if you notice what I'm doing is I'm taking lots of short steps. Okay, my knees are nice and bent. 8. Get my body on an angle. 9. Last one. 10. Good. Okay, so that's 10. So if you notice, a couple of things if you're watching. Okay, so as I pass, I'm preparing my body. Imagine the defender's coming at me. I'm bending my knees, okay? If I stand up tall, it's very difficult for me to move and adjust quickly because at the moment I'm just going one side. If the defender moves, I may have to adjust my body quickly and try and steal the other way. Okay, so try and get your knees bent. Okay, a good firm base, not such a big stance because you can't move quickly with a big stance. So heart, knees bent, short steps on your toes, bouncing, adjusting as you come back. Okay, good stuff. Have a little breather, another sort of 20 seconds, and then we'll get going again. Fantastic. So during this video, we've managed to hit 200 subscribers. Thanks, guys. Well done. I'm glad you are liking the videos. If you're liking this one, hit that like button. Out. Let your teammates, let your friends know. Get your parents involved. Brothers, sisters, get anyone involved. They can practice this in the garden. All right. Good to get some exercise. Makes you feel much better. Okay, so second set of 10. Remember, knees bent. Try and get yourself sideways on, or like a sort of a 30, 40 degree angle facing one side to be ushering them across to one side of the pitch. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So there you go, much better. So just adjust your feet, short steps. Good. And then you just come out. Good, short steps, and then take the ball on. That's 4, 5, that was a poor one. Good, good. 6. So I'm nice and low, get my body low. Do that one again. Nice and low. I'm using my arms as well to sort of just help. If the defender comes, I'm going to maneuver them across. Last one. Good, and relax. Okay, so you just heard me there. Just talk about your arms. Okay. For me, that's really important because when you're defending, we need to get some form of contact with the player. So you may have heard some coaches talk about touch tight or get nice and close and use your arm as like a reference. So if I can touch the player, I'm probably close enough to sort of affect them, and they now have to make a decision. Do they pass it? Do they do a skill? They're going left, they're going right. Okay, so they've got something to think about, which is what I'm trying to do. So defending is all about a bit of kidology. Okay, making them think I know what they're going to do. All right, so I've got to get close, knees bent, quick feet on your toes. The last thing for me, and we just said it, and why we use our arms. is the distance you are from the ball. If that's the attacker and I'm here, I don't feel like I'm putting him under any pressure. Okay, so he can still or she can still do whatever they want. They can pass it, they can dribble, they can take me on, do a skill. When I start to get a bit closer in that touching distance, now I might be able to sort of steal the ball and just get it away with my foot. So make sure you get your distance right, where you're in a position that if they sort of just take it, I can just step across and steal the ball. All right, so really important we get your distance right as you're coming back. Not too close. If you get too close and you jump in, they skip round you and off they go. Okay, last set, try and alternate which side you go, 5 or 6 on one side and 4 or 5 on the other side as well. Okay, so be comfortable defending both sides. Here we go, 3, 2, short steps, arm, and then driving. Pull pass. Oh, there you go, 3 pull passes, 2 too soft and 2 firm. Good, there you go. So I'm nice and close, I'm getting low, and then I'm driving with the ball. Driving with the ball. So those quick steps really help me adjusting my feet on my toes. Good. 2 more. Good, well done. Good, and relax. 3 sets again. If you guys want to do some more, feel free, okay? The more you practice, come up with something. Okay, let me know what you're thinking of the video. Got plenty of ideas of things we can do. So let me know what you guys are liking, and I'll be putting it in. Is anyone else as out of breath as I am? I appear to be, my fitness seems to be getting worse. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to need those poles back. Okay, and I'll show you why. You can use cones. Okay, you don't have to use poles. These are just as a reference again for me, just to help me with the next part. So we said at the beginning of the video, we were going to look at doing some intercepting. Okay, so for me, I watch Van Dijk play, and he is fantastic at not having to make a tackle because he reads the game so well, and his positioning is fantastic. So this is where this practice sort of just comes in. Okay, so it's something you can do. You've got nobody else to work with you on defending. Okay, it's something you can do. So all you're going to do, stand sort of back from the pole, 2 or 3 yards, nothing major. All you're going to do is you're going to throw the ball against the wall at an angle. Okay, so slightly at an angle like that. Okay, and you'll see that the ball then sort of rolls back off it. All I'm going to do as I throw the ball is I'm going to then look to step in front of the pole, okay, and intercept the ball. That's all I'm going to do. Look to try and time it. So if I'm in there past the pole too early, okay, it might read that player, they play a pass over the top of me or to the side. Okay, so it's all about your timing of when you do this is really, really important. So a little example, so roll it. Oh, good example. Pole got in my way. But that's going to happen in the game. That's a defender. That's why I'm using the pole. So I've really got to time it to perfection. So I throw it in, and then I get sort of nip in front of it and steal the ball. Okay, so we're going to do 30 seconds. So it's just 30 seconds timed. Alternate what side you go. So left, and then you're going to go right, intercept, get back, 30 seconds. I'll count you. When we finish 30 seconds, I'll tell you. We'll stop, okay? Good stuff. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, off you go. So just intercepting, getting in the way there. Good stuff. Okay, so just time it hard. There you go. So now as well, interception is actually working on my first touch, because if I have a poor touch and I give it away, I've just lost the ball. So the aim of the interception is to try and steal the ball. Good. Well done. And rest, 30 seconds. Good stuff. So if you want to go for longer, go for longer. I'm just going to do sort of 4 sets of 30 seconds. See how we go. Okay. We'll go. We'll go the two last rounds. We'll go slightly longer. We'll go 45 seconds for the last 2 rounds. So we'll do 30 seconds this round, and then 45 seconds to sort of have a bit longer. Okay. Remember, time your movement. You can use people. So if you haven't got a pole or a cone, get someone to stand there and just sort of be in the way. That'll cause you lots of problems, and it'll be realistic. So you've got to try and sort of nudge them with your arm and move them out of the way as you come across to intercept. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Okay. So that intercept. Good. So I'm just getting across them with my body and my arm and just controlling the ball. Okay, so poor touch there. Good. Last sort of 6 seconds. So you notice I'm using my arm, quick feet to get across. Arm comes. Last one, we'll go last one. And my body gets in the way, and that's time, guys, sorry. As my body gets in the way, so I'll show you this side. So as I steal the ball, I'm then looking to use my backside, my back, my arm to keep distance between the player and the ball, so I now drive away with it. The amount of times you see Van Dijk intercept it and drive into midfield and start an attack. So I hear lots of players who want to be midfielders or strikers, okay, because defending, it's not always the coolest thing to do, but for me, I used to love playing defence when I was younger because I could stop attacks from the other team, and then actually I start the new attack. Okay, I can drive into midfield, play passes and play through balls. Okay, I can still get on. So if I'm a left back or a right back, I might overlap and try and get beyond players and get crosses in. Or if it's on the opposite side, I might try and get in the box and score myself a goal. So it's really important to work on both sides of the game. It's not always just about, we have to do some defending in games. And if we can understand and master that out of the game, it's going to help us because we should have the ball for longer if we're good at defending. All right. So 45 seconds, 2 more rounds, slightly longer. So try and get your arm, body in front as you go. 3, 2, 1, off you go. There you go. There you go. Just try and test yourself. Throw it at different heights so it comes back slightly differently to you. Okay, don't always throw it the same way. Okay, so just throwing that one into the ground a little bit so it comes back off the wall slightly different. That's a poor throw. Okay, so service is really key. Okay, if you haven't got someone, okay, what you can do is someone can just stand there and serve the ball in. Okay, so I'm using the wall because I'm on my own. Last go. And relax. Well done. Okay, so if you have someone with you, they can just stand here and just serve the ball at different heights. It's really important to try and control it at different heights because the game doesn't always end up at your feet. Yeah. It's another warm day, guys. Let's see. Jump in, see what we're saying. Fantastic. Good. So we've got Freddie and Alfie Reeve in. Well done. Harry is in again. Matthew's in. Zach's in again. Good stuff. Daniel, Joseph. Perfect. Jack's in. George is on. Well done, guys. Samuel's in. Absolutely loving the fact you guys are joining in and tuning into the sessions every day. And I'm glad you're all liking them. Just quickly before we do our last set, remember, for those of you that were on yesterday, if anyone wants to join me on the workout, so the live session, let me know. Drop it in the comments below. Use our sort of social media stuff to contact us: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Okay, and just let me know if you want to join in, and we will get you in so people can see what you're doing at home whilst it's going on as well. All right. So we'll jump back in for our last set, 45 seconds. Here we go. So key things to remember: timing, using your arm and your body, okay, to get in front and get across the attacker. And then that first, you don't want to do all the hard stuff here and then you give the ball away because we have a poor touch. Okay, so that touch is now really 45 seconds. Remember, serve it at different heights. Give yourself a bit of a challenge. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, what a bad touch. Look at that, see? Bad touch, striker's in, through and goal. I'm 1-0 down. Oh, bad touch. 2 bad ones. There we go. So I'm controlling it a little bit differently there. And again. Okay, so I'm going to volley. Okay, using that arm, get across. Last go. And relax. Well done, guys. Superb. Okay, so there's 3 different sort of defending practices you can do at home on your own. If you've got a wall, if you've got someone else who can do it with you, they can serve even better. All right, so hope you've enjoyed today's session. Something a bit different. If you liked it and you want to see a bit more of it, hit the like button, put a comment below. What we've got coming up tomorrow, we're going to look at some more ball mastery exercises. Friday, we're going to do some finishing. Okay, so finishing is now the set thing to do on Friday. So we've got a couple of different practices that we're going to work on there. Okay, so make sure you tune in, share it out to your friends, get your brothers, sisters, parents involved, get anyone in the household involved in the garden, doing some exercise, practicing. Thanks for tuning in today. I'll see you again tomorrow at 1:30. Well done, guys. Superb.